Man is made in the image of God, so you do not have to be the victim of red pill mindset, the red pill ideology that teaches you to become angry, to 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 secretly be a victim of this world, to secretly see this world as a player versus player competitive world, to secretly view women as oppressive towards you. That's all a lie. Because man is made in the image of God. If you know how to properly tap into your own power, you can become God like. You can create the life of your dreams. You can gain total freedom from all the panic attacks that you're suffering right now because you are made in the image of God. And nobody in the red pill space, nobody in the manosphere space teaches you this. They're only interested in making you angry. And all this anger, all this rage, all this resentment towards women and other men, the body keeps score of all these emotions. The body knows that you're feeling all these emotions and it stores all these emotions because your body is a part of your mind. So one day you'll suddenly have one negative experience in your world and you will explode with panic attack because your body has been storing all these negative emotions, and suddenly it boils up and you're left there scratching your head. Why did I have a panic attack? I'm an alpha male. I'm so strong. But you're just pretending to be strong. You're just pretending to be an alpha. If you really were strong, you would lead your life by the philosophy of you are made in the image of God. And that is a principle, a philosophy of emotion pill. Emotion pill, unlike red pill, teaches you how to cultivate positive, elevated emotions so that you can create the life of your dreams. I am going to tell you one thing that you will probably not believe and you will probably want to Google. Feeling is the secret of creating the life of your dreams. A Western spiritual leader in the 20th century named Neville Goddard has a whole book named Feeling is the Secret. So, right now, if you just close your eyes for just 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to see that your mind is filled with all these terrible emotions of rage, anger, hate, resentment, negativity. It's filled with all this negative mental imagery. So, of course, you're going to be a magnet for crappy situations in your life. But if you learn how to positively impact your mind by the cultivation of elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, then you will naturally start to become a magnet for wonderful situations. You do not have to be a hustler. You do not have to work and sweat and just kill yourself in order to achieve something that you desire in your life. You just have to know that feeling is the secret of creating the life that you desire. This is the reason why the yogis of India, Nepal, and all these Eastern mystical places have been saying that this personal reality, this three-dimensional world of mortality, is Maya. Maya means illusion. Your personal reality, the things that you face currently in your life, including panic attack, including heart palpitations and negative just circumstances surrounding you, is just projected from your own subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the 95% of your mind. This is the reason why I am saying specifically your subconscious mind is the projector of all the crappy situations of your life. So if you learn how to write new programs in your subconscious mind through the uses of your conscious mind, you're going to naturally project wonderful circumstances in your life, including an amazing body which is free from all the anxious emotions and panic attack issues. I promise you that will happen. Now, There are two principles of emotion pill that you must drill inside of your head if you really want to gain freedom from panic attacks. The number one principle is this universe that you perceive to be so physical in nature is actually immaterial. It is completely mental and spiritual. The reason why I say that this universe is spiritual is because in existence there is only one thing, and that is spirit or cosmic consciousness. And everything that you can perceive through your five senses is a manifestation of that one spirit. You are the manifestation of that one spirit. You are made in the image of God. Everything that you can see, this phone, this wall, this cupboard is a manifestation of that one spirit. Even the energetic force is a manifestation of that one spirit. Nothing is true except that one spirit, because that one spirit has manifested into everything that you can perceive in this universe. The reason why I say that this universe is mental is because your subconscious mind is a spark of that one spirit. If you learn how to properly write new programs in your subconscious mind, you can directly communicate with that spirit and create the life that you want, create the freedom that you want, create a body which is completely free from panic attacks. So universe is spiritual and mental. Number two principle of emotion pill is feeling is the secret. Red pill teaches you things like emotion is only for females. Do not feel. Only operate your daily routine. Only operate your life through logic. While they themselves are really emotionally volatile creatures. They are saying things like emotion is only for certain weak people, females, and all of this bullshit. Do not listen to them. Emotion is so strong that it can literally attract wonderful circumstances in your life. You can just chill in your home, feeling amazing, elevated emotions, and everything that you want will start to find you, including the health that you are wanting right now. So please understand these two principles properly. Repeat them over and over again. Universe is mental and spiritual, and feeling is the secret. And based on these two principles, there are 3 meditative steps that I have personally distilled down from 4 years of studying Eastern spirituality and Western spirituality, which specifically focus on manifestation aspect of spirituality from people like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. Why did I study them? Because I was red pill too. When I was training to become a doctor in Nepal, I had a panic attack, and none of these red pill concepts like alpha male, sigma male, stoicism, emotion is only for females, just go to the gym, just fix your diet and everything will start to properly fall nicely in your life. None of these things actually helped me. So I naturally had to study emotions, about human consciousness, about the power of human mind, about spirituality, about the true essence of religion. And that is how I came up with these 2 principles and 3 meditative steps. So listen to me closely. These 3 meditative steps start as a relaxation process. The first step of meditation is yoga nidra, that will help you how to completely relax in your body and become alert in your mind. I have a link on the description box down below on how to properly do yoga nidra, so check that out. Right now you're watching me on a phone or a tablet or a computer, and you're producing beta waves in your brains. When you do yoga nidra meditation, your brain starts to produce slow, coherent, beautiful alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to visualize things clearly. It helps your brain to become very creative with its imagination. And when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind is wide open. Your conscious mind helps you to imagine things, and your subconscious mind is the deeper mind, is the mind that needs to be changed, is the mind that needs to be impressed with positive mental imagery and feelings so that your life, so that your physical reality will change. And under theta waves, this can happen very easily. When your brain is producing theta waves, you become very suggestible to your own visualization. You'll be able to accept your visualization, believe your visualization, and surrender to whatever you have imagined in your visualization as if it is the truth. So the first step is relaxation through yoga nidra. Now, the second step is visualizing. Imagine, now you start to imagine that you are already the person that you desire to become, and you're already doing the things that you want to do. So start to imagine that you're a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered version of yourself. And start to imagine what are the things you're going to do in your world now that you have become this upgraded version of yourself. Are you going to talk to people in a very confident manner without having this thought in your head, oh my God, when am I going to have another panic attack again? Start to visualize that. Start to visualize that you are now going to the places and events that previously used to trigger your panic attacks. And now visualize that you are confidently talking to people with your chest out. You can notice in your visualization that your breathing rate has slowed down. You can imagine that you're taking your pulse rate and it is just 70. It's probably 100 plus right now if you're inflicted with anxiety and panic attacks. Provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario. Right now, if you're avoiding coffee and stimulating agents because you're inflicted with panic attacks, start to smell the aroma of coffee and drink coffee in your imaginary scenario and say to yourself, oh my God, finally, I have healed my panic attacks and finally I can drink coffee again. Right now, if you're avoiding dating, start to date amazing, romantic, wonderful partner in your visualization. Start to touch their hair, start to kiss them, start to smell their perfume, start to hear them compliment you on how powerful, on how peaceful of a human being you are. Start to say to your friends and family, guys, you do not have to worry about me anymore. I don't go to therapy sessions. I don't buy anxiety medications. I do not have anxiety and panic attacks anymore. I'm completely fine. And start to hear your friends and family say to you, oh my God, you're so peaceful and so relaxed these days. Your outlook on life has completely changed. What's your secret? Maybe start to teach your friends and family about this wonderful secret in your imaginary scenario. Whatever you have imagined in this visualization scenario needs to signify to your subconscious mind that now you have actually upgraded to a different version of yourself. Now you're living a life free from panic attacks. Now everything in your life is wonderful. When you do that and provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario, your brain starts to lose its distinguishing ability between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional reality is. So start to take advantage of this wonderful property of your brain. Your brain will start to create neural networks that reflect like whatever you have imagined is actually happening to you in real time. How cool is that? Now the third step is mental rehearsal. Start to mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again. With enough mental rehearsal, these neural networks become hard, set, and permanent. And they are going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings in your body. Feelings that are equivalent to whatever you have imagined. You have imagined that you are now a completely upgraded version of yourself who is free from panic attacks and whose life is wonderful. So, of course, you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, and confidence. We have this stupid idea, especially in Red Pill, that in order to feel joy, in order to feel gratitude, we need to await success or healing or some form of validation from the external reality. But no, when you are creating your life from this wonderful human imagination, By understanding these two principles, that the universe is immaterial and feeling is the secret, the first thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your imagination. When you start to embrace the emotion of your imagination, your healing begins. That is the moment your panic attack will start to disappear. Now, the only thing that you need to get really good at is being able to sustain these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment. Because right now, you can just sustain the emotion of anxiety, worries, and concern for no reason. Nothing in your life needs to happen for you to feel this emotion of anxiety. Because what you have done for a very long period of time is practice imagining the worst case scenarios of your life and consciously or unconsciously embrace the emotion of those imaginary scenarios. Now, I have given you the tools, this 3-step tool, to just do the opposite. Start imagining the best possible case of your life and start to embrace the emotion of that imaginary scenario. And I have already told you, and even Neville Goddard, who is a Western spiritual teacher of 20th century, said that feeling is going to breathe life into your imaginary scenario. With these elevated emotions, all your visualization will start to materialize into your 3-dimensional experience. How cool is that? But it's not even about giving life to your visualization. You now have a very strong tool to just feel the emotion of gratitude, joy, empowerment, happiness on command without any validation from the external world. Please use this in order to completely change your life. And when you do that, all of your visualization will come to you in a very unexpected manner, because that is the way of your subconscious mind. It is going to give you everything that you have visualized and felt, but it is going to happen in the most unexpected manner. So the only thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your desired imagination, and you will change your life. You will completely overcome your panic attacks. So the first thing that you should not do right now after watching this video is give power, give attention to the external circumstances, because I've already told you that your external circumstance, that your external physical reality is just an extension of your own mind. It's just a maya, it's just an illusion, it's just a projection from your subconscious mind. Your state of mind is bad, your state of subconscious mind is negative, so of course you are going to attract all the negative circumstances towards you. So if you start to give attention to external negative circumstance, you are going to impress more negative feelings, more negative mental imagery in your mind, in your deeper mind, in your subconscious mind, and more tragic circumstances will be coming towards you. It's a vicious cycle. You need to break free of this cycle by realizing that all of this external circumstance, all of your external physical reality is a maya, is illusion. It's just a projection from your subconscious mind. So only pay attention to your state of mind. Close your eyes, make your inner experience of thoughts, feelings, mental imagery real, so real that your state of mind starts to elevate, that your state of mind begins to upgrade, that you start to feel happy, joyful, empowered, confident, and grateful simply by using your mind in these 3 meditative steps. So, I've already told you in so many of my videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then I have my Gmail or my WhatsApp, my Telegram, my Viber, all linked in the description box down below. So message me and then we can get started right away. I will provide you one-to-one online coaching. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to relax, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Right now, if you know anyone in your life who is completely suffering from anxiety, mental health, panic attacks, and who is just destroying his life because of all these red pill teachings, send them this video and save their life. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.